You are not behind because you lack effort. You are behind because your mind is emitting the same signal every day. Your life is not paused, it is repeating, not by chance, by structure. Something in you is broadcasting stagnation, and it has been doing it quietly for years. You feel it, you just learn to ignore it. Subscribe. This is not motivation, it is mental structure. You wake up with plans, you end the day with the same results. Not because the world is unfair, not because you are unlucky, because your internal state never truly changes. You call it routine, you call it personality, you call it circumstances. But repetition is not coincidence, it is signal consistency. Your life keeps answering the same internal frequency, not the one you say you want, the one you live in. You speak about change, your mind speaks stability, and stability always wins. You think attraction is about desire. It is not. Desire is weak. Structure is strong. What dominates is not what you want, it is what you sustain. You can visualize all you want. If your internal posture remains the same, nothing moves. Your thoughts are not passive. They are not decoration. They are emissions, and every emission has consequence. You are not attracting, you are confirming. You confirm your limits. You confirm your doubts. You confirm your self-image again and again and again. You think reality is responding to your effort. It is responding to your state. Effort without internal shift is noise. It exhausts you. It convinces you that you tried, but it does not alter the signal. Your results are not stubborn, they are obedient. They obey the frequency you carry, not the story you tell. You say you are ready. Your patterns say you are familiar with delay. Familiarity is stronger than intention. Your environment mirrors your mental position, not your aspirations, your position. You don't rise to your goals, you stabilize at your identity. And your identity is built by repetition, not hope. Look at your cycles, they reveal everything. The same emotions, the same relationships, the same financial tension, the same internal resistance. This is not fate, it is broadcasting. You think attraction happens outside of you. It happens inside before you notice, before a choice, before a decision, before logic. The vibration of your thought is not emotional poetry, it is the tone of your internal posture.
Are you braced? Are you defensive? Are you doubtful? Are you waiting? That is what is being transmitted, not consciously, but continuously. You don't attract opportunity, you allow or block it. And what blocks is not fear alone, it is familiarity with limitation. Your nervous system knows your comfort zone, and it protects it, even when that comfort is failure. You say you want expansion, your body stays in contraction. You say you want movement, your habits reinforce pause. That contradiction is the real broadcast, and reality responds to coherence, not words. You live in a tone, a posture, a mental temperature, and everything aligns to it. This is not about positivity, it is about consistency. Your mind is consistent, your results prove it. You do not drift into the same outcomes by accident, you repeat them by signal. Your vibration is not mystical, it is mechanical. You are emitting something stable. That is why your life is stable. Stable problems, stable delays, stable dissatisfaction. You mistake comfort for neutrality. It is not neutral, it is a frequency. and frequency organizes experience. You think attraction begins with belief. It begins with orientation. Where your mind rests, where your attention settles, where your identity stays. You don't attract what you admire, you attract what you confirm. You confirm your self-image daily, through tone, through expectation, through reaction. That is why change feels unnatural, because it disrupts identity, and identity resists disruption. So you return to the same patterns, the same emotional posture, the same invisible agreement with limitation, not because you are weak, but because you are structured. Your mind learned a position, and it defends it. You call it personality. It is conditioning. You call it realism. It is repetition. You call it patience. It is delay stabilization. Your vibration is not hope. It is habit. And habit is louder than desire. You are not attracting failure. You are stabilizing it. Without hatred, without intention, without awareness. This is the wound. Not that you can't change, but that you are broadcasting before you try. Your life is not reacting to your dreams. It is reacting to your baseline. And until that baseline is questioned, nothing external truly moves. Not because the world is rigid, but because you are consistent.
You are not trapped by circumstance. You are organized by conditioning. What you experience is not random, it is trained. Your reactions were learned. Your expectations were installed. Your emotional posture was shaped before you questioned it. You think you chose your patterns, you inherited them. Not genetically, psychologically, through repetition, through observation, through adaptation. Your mind adapted to survive, not to expand. Survival creates stability. Stability creates predictability. Predictability becomes identity, and identity becomes law. You call it personality, but personality is often just a record of what worked once. Not what is true, not what is possible, what was safe. The mind prefers what is familiar, even when familiar is limiting, especially when familiar is limiting, because limitation feels known, expansion feels undefined, and the mind avoids undefined states. You think attraction is blocked by laziness. It is not. Laziness is a symptom, not a cause. You think attraction is blocked by trauma. Trauma shapes structure, but it does not fully define it. You think attraction is blocked by fear. Fear is a response, not the architect. The architect is repetition. What you repeat becomes normal. What becomes normal becomes invisible. What becomes invisible becomes unchallenged. Your mental vibration is not an emotion, it is a position, a fixed position. You wake up already oriented, before thought, before decision. Your nervous system has a default. That default is your cage, not physical, psychological. It is how you expect life to feel, how you expect yourself to behave, how you expect outcomes to resolve. Expectation is a command, not a hope. You don't wait for reality, you prepare it internally. Your posture tells life how to respond, not consciously, but structurally. You think change starts with desire. It starts with disruption. Disruption of internal predictability. And predictability is what your mind protects. Your mind does not want progress, it wants stability. Progress threatens structure. Structure equals safety. So your mind resists growth even while you consciously seek it. That contradiction is not weakness, it is architecture. Your attraction pattern is not emotional, it is neurological. Your brain learned what normal feels like, and it recreates it. You think you are choosing, you are recognizing. Recognizing familiar emotional temperatures, familiar outcomes, familiar struggles.
That recognition feels like truth, but it is memory. Memory pretending to be intuition. Your mind does not search for the best result, it searches for the known result. That is why you return to the same dynamics, the same delays, the same frustrations. Not because you fail, because you are consistent. Consistency is not always power. Sometimes it is confinement. Your vibration is not mystical frequency, it is mental posture. Posture formed by what you expect, what you tolerate, what you consider normal, what you stop questioning. This posture broadcasts order to reality. Reality organizes around what is stable, and your internal structure is very stable. You say you want something new, but your internal system was built for continuation. Continuation is safer than creation, so your mind interprets novelty as danger, not intellectually, biologically. That is why excitement fades. That is why motivation collapses. That is why clarity feels temporary, because the old structure pulls you back. Not with force, with familiarity. Your vibration is not desire, it is agreement. Agreement with how life has been. And that agreement is rarely conscious. You are not blocked by doubt, you are governed by expectation. Expectation is silent, it feels natural, it feels realistic. But realism is often just loyalty to the past. You think attraction is about thinking better. It is about existing differently. But existence is harder to change than thought. Thought is surface. Posture is depth. You can repeat affirmations. Your nervous system still speaks. You can visualize success. Your identity still organizes around limitation. That contradiction collapses attraction. Not because the law fails, because structure dominates imagery. Your mental cage is built from repeated disappointments, early emotional lessons, what you saw normalized, what you were rewarded for, what you learned to avoid. This cage is not cruel, it is protective. But protection is not evolution, and attraction responds to evolution, not protection. You do not attract your future, you stabilize your past, until the internal posture is questioned. Not emotionally, structurally. Your mind was trained to conserve, not to create. Creation feels risky. Conservation feels safe. So your vibration preserves the old order, not intentionally, automatically. That is the cage, not punishment, not destiny, not lack of worth, but unchallenged mental architecture. Your life is not held back by resistance, it is held in place by order. Order that once protected you, order that now limits you. And until you recognize this, you will keep calling structure circumstance and vibration emotion. When they are neither, they are system.
You are not discovering something new. You are recognizing something that was already mapped. This structure was not guessed. It was observed, studied, organized. Long before attraction became a trend, William Walker Atkinson described the mind as a system of vibration and causation. Not spiritual, not symbolic, functional. He did not speak about wishing, he spoke about alignment of mental posture. In thought vibration, he explained that thought is not passive, it is movement, it is direction, it is influence. Not mystical influence, psychological influence. Every dominant thought creates a mental tone. That tone shapes behavior. Behavior shapes environment. Environment reinforces identity. That is attraction, not magic, mechanics. In the Kabbalion, the law was stated without decoration. Nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates. Not spiritually, mentally. Your mind is not still, it is always positioning, and that position organizes what you notice, what you tolerate, what you pursue, what you avoid.
Atkinson never treated vibration as emotion, he treated it as mental direction. Where attention stays, where expectation settles, where identity rests, that is your frequency. Not hope, not desire, not imagination, structure. Mental science was built on this understanding that consciousness operates through law, not inspiration. You do not influence life by wishing, you influence life by consistency of internal posture. What repeats inside you becomes order outside you. This is why your past felt stable, not because it was inevitable, because your internal position was stable. This is also why change felt temporary, because posture remained. Atkinson did not promise transformation, he explained responsibility. Not emotional responsibility, structural responsibility. You are not asked to feel better, you are asked to become precise. Precise about what you assume, what you expect, what you accept, what you consider normal. These are not opinions, they are commands. The mind is not poetic, it is obedient. It obeys what is repeated, it obeys what is familiar, it obeys what feels stable. Your vibration is the sum of what you no longer question.
That is why awareness changes everything. Not because it motivates, because it reveals. You were never broken. You were unconscious of law. You were never unlucky. You were consistent. You were never blocked. You were structured. Attraction is not something you activate. It is something you embody, not emotionally, functionally. Atkinson wrote to remove confusion, not to inspire, to replace chaos with order. And order begins with recognition. Recognition that your mind is not free by default, it is patterned. Recognition that your results are not punishment, they are reflection. Recognition that vibration is not feeling, it is position. Position of identity, position of expectation, position of tolerance. Once that is seen, there is no blame, no shame, no hope, only clarity. And clarity reorganizes, not quickly, not dramatically, but precisely. You stop trying to attract, you start aligning, not through emotion, through discipline of awareness. You observe what you assume, you observe what you normalize, you observe what you defend. And you stop calling it who I am, you start calling it what I learned. That distinction is structural. Atkinson did not create belief systems, he mapped mental architecture. And mental architecture explains attraction without mystery. Your life follows your mental position, not your words, not your dreams. Your vibration is not spiritual, it is mental law. And mental law does not judge, it responds. Calmly, accurately, relentlessly. That is not punishment, that is order. The moment you understand this, you stop asking why things are not changing. You start asking what inside you remains unchanged, not emotionally, structurally. That question is not motivational, it is organizing. And organization is power. Not dramatic power, not emotional power, quiet power. The power of knowing how the system works. You were never broken. You were unconscious of mental law. And now you are not. Subscribe. Awareness is responsibility.